Hi guys, probably time for a teardown or a peek inside. This is one of my CALEX wireless sockets. I can't remember what they actually call them, smart socket or something. The idea is you plug that into whatever you're powering. Let's just see if I can lock the focus a second. Yeah. Plug that into your socket and then plug whatever you want to power into there, and you can wirelessly turn it on and off. 2.5 years ago I bought this. I just checked. February 2023, and it's August 2025 now, so 2.5 years, and it's been working for me for that 2.5 years. I have my 3D printer plugged into it and a security camera watching it, so that if I'm doing a long print and I'm away from home, I can keep an eye on it, and if it fails, I can remotely switch this off. To be honest, I think I've used it once in 2.5 years. Anyway, today just went up there to start a 3D print and the printer didn't work. Started to panic, and then I thought, hang on a minute. It's this. Although the light is on it, I think we can see there is a blue light there. It's not working. You're supposed to be able to reset it by hold that button in for first of all, you unplug it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it was 10 seconds. Plug it back in again. Then you hold that button in for 5 seconds until it starts flashing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it doesn't start flashing. Hang on, get that so you can see. Yeah, definitely not flashing. I have tried this several times tonight. Printer's running fine because I've just taken this out of circuit. But this is not working. So I thought, well, I'm not going to worry about trying to take it back to Tesco's. It's over 2 years old now. So we'll have a look inside, see if there's anything interesting to look at. When I first had it, my first one, I did have a confusing time trying to connect it to my network. That was simply because I didn't quite understand what it was telling me. I don't think the instructions were particularly helpful. But I did get it working eventually, and as I say, it's been working fine for 2.5 years. But now, I'm going to see if we can get inside. I don't expect to repair it. This is just a peek inside. And because that's connected to the mains, or was connected to the mains, there's a good chance there's a capacitor in there that we might be able to short ourselves out on and give us a bit of a shock. I'll check there's nothing straight across the live and neutral. And live and neutral to earth, just in case. And then we'll see if we can dig our way in. Made a promising little crack noise there. I'll do this and I'll come back because this might take a little while, but I'll just work my way around the seam there and see if we can get this off. That actually came apart quite easily. So I assume there was probably glue around the edges here. So can we see anything obvious? Can we go a bit closer? Okay, still in focus. So I would guess that that's the Wi-Fi module. It looks like it ought to be a Wi-Fi module. Is that a big capacitor or is that a relay? Can't tell. Don't think we're going to get it apart much further easily. Looks to me like it's directly soldered onto tags that would go into the back of these legs. It doesn't want to lift off. Probably have to desolder them to be able to lift it off easily. Oh, we can lift that off. Not that that particularly matters, but that's a bit easier to see inside. Come on, focus on there, please. That looks like a relay to me. DC 5 volts. So that's probably what switches the power on and off to that leg. Because that looks like that's the circuit. The track goes directly underneath to it. Yeah. Power comes in. Sorry, I keep losing focus, don't I? Power comes in, under there, up to there, comes around here, goes through that switch, relay, and then comes back to there. So that's the actual switching circuit. The rest of it, I should think, is straight through, although there must be something to give it some power to actually operate. So what do we got? Oh, there's a chip on. There's a chip on the back of the board there. So I've got to be a voltage regulator to drop it down to 5 volts or less to run this. So there'll be a rectifier and a voltage regulator to run the Wi-Fi. Can we actually see what that says? There we are. It was in focus for a few seconds. Come on. So yeah, I would think that's the Wi-Fi module. Yeah, we're not going to see much more than that, are we? Especially if I'm not going to pull it off the board. No. Right, nothing's going to magically make it work. And now that I've broken the seal around the edges, it won't be safe to use it because you might accidentally lift it up and pull the cover off. Could re-glue it, I suppose. Well, it's not working, is it? So there's no point. Well, there you go. That's inside a CALEX module, and I just noticed down there's a date, 2020 4/13. So 20th of April. No, sorry, 13th of April 2020. Earlier this year, Tesco were selling off all their CALEX stuff, end of line, so I doubt whether they're supported anymore. I suppose I could salvage the relay. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if that is actually a fuse, thermal fuse. That'd be logical. It's sort of in line. Just to give it some protection. I wonder if Big Clive's done a teardown on one of these. Don't think so. I haven't seen him do one that I can remember. Because he'd reverse engineer it for you and tell you all the different bits, what the chips do. As I say, that'll be voltage regulator, I think, and there'll be a rectifier bridge in there as well to bring it down to the 5 volts or whatever that needs. That's it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.